want to appreciate this opportunity which I have to introduce this project to you. I want first of all to tell you that I come from Cameroon. Cameroon is about 6,500 kilometers away from here. This project is the orphanage. It's a place where we're trying to plant little seeds of joy, seeds of happiness, seeds of hope, seeds of love, just these little seeds in the hearts of little children that are underprivileged.
I am a nun. As you see me, a religious person, dedicated my life for the service of mankind. But before I went to the convent, I have all the time told my mother, please, if I grow, I would like to build a little house near the hospital. In case somebody comes to the hospital and is putting to birth and it happens that the person passed away, I would take the child and cater for. When the community started, there were sisters and there were some few children to cater for. These children happened to be the first because the parents were the neighbor. Actually, the shocking thing was the lady had what we call epilepsy. She had gone to the farm. On her way back, she is having another, with African culture, the child on the back, the firewood on the head, and another child on the hand. And this illness took her by surprise. She collapsed there with these little children and died. And someone coming from the farm met this woman with the two children by, and she's dead. Pushed the corpse a little bit to take the leg of the little one out. But he rushed to the village and informed this situation, and that is where we started our work.
The most important thing for our parents, Reverend Sister Emmanuel and Reverend Samuel, is education. They talk about education because they think that some of the vulnerable children like us need to be educated like the other children in the society. They don't want us to think that we are underprivileged. The first thing is they talk to the child and say, you have to go to school because through education you can get liberated in several ways. And they guide us in a spiritual way. They heal us in the sense that when we come there, we are psychologically traumatized because we feel that we are dejected, we feel that we don't have anything, we feel that that's the end of life. But when we come there, they show us that there is still something to do, life continues, and that there are better things to do in life, and that there are people to take care of us, and not only our biological parents can take care of us. So they give us that hope, and then they show us the love. And with that, they build our psyche such that we become self-independent persons, we become positive thinkers, and we don't remember again the sad past. And another thing is they make us to reconcile with our background. They don't completely cut us off from where we come from. They teach us to go towards our mother, to talk with her, to know that she is our mother. Then I can walk and walk double to someday tomorrow say, my mother is insane, but I am a doctor today. That's the way they encourage us. And they work together with us, show us by example what we are supposed to be. They don't just sit and dictate. If it is to clean the house, they show us how to clean the house. If it is to wake up very early in the morning, we wake up together, we pray together, we do everything together. And they accompany us day by day, showing us what to do.
On the orphanage side, we live with about 30 to 40 children on permanent basis. But the rest of the children lives in foster homes, and that makes it a number of 775 children that we are taking care of.
Having this good number of children you know, you can't do something without some difficulties. Because of our difficulties, some of them are not healthy, some were so weak, some had been traumatized. We started showing interest with natural medicines, but could not do much because our vision with natural medicines, our research was so little and limited.
Mother Anne, she went to Europe. They just gave her a book that read this. When she read the book was so interesting. So she made all to see the Dr. Martin.
I found him really an African, a traditional doctor in Africa, not a European.
Anamed arrived Cameroon, I think, in 2007, and the first seminar was organized in Kumbo. Now he started with seminar, teaching them that if somebody comes with this, and if this Western drug is not available, you can treat with this. If you have artemisia, it is very good already against malaria, because having about 9 components only against malaria.
Yeah, Africa, from the origin, with our forefathers, they have lived by herbs, meaning natural things, they have lived by it, and they could live so long.
For example, you are seeing where we are, very far from the pollution of the town. And if you visit our farm where we plant our natural medicine, you will see that we have still gone far inside. What Anamed has taught us, it is not profiting just us, but Cameroon in general. They taught us so many things, how to produce some pomades, anti-scabies, anti-fungi, anti-hemorrhoid, and so on. They taught us how to make savon good to nourish the body, not this type of cosmetic that bleach the body with hydroquinone, mercury, and so on. And that's the philosophy of Anamed. That is, do it yourself. Let it be available. Let it be well handled.
Maybe you go to the traditional practitioners and he tells you, before you cut artemisia, please, you have to look the sun 7 times and turn your neck right and left 4 times before you cut the plant. It's already some superstition, and it's become something else. It's not more as natural as it is. So in this case, Anamed is trying to cut out what we call witchcraft in Africa, and also try to shape what we call superstition, and try to look at the plant naturally as God created it. Anamed is telling them, yes, you have really good things, and these things have been transformed to orthodox medicines. There is no need for this artemisia annua Anamed A3 to be taken to be transformed into tablet, and then it is back to us in the name of Coatem at a quint, and it's expensive for the people to reach it. And therefore, if we know that this is good for us, and we know how to process it, transform it, and the right dosage to take, naturally it's very helpful to our people, and it's the cheapest way to live. And this also caught poverty reduction.
Each family can grow it, and each family can be able to treat malaria very effectively using artemisia. Why? Because this is naturally a whole combination therapy. You have about 10 ingredients in this plant that fight against malaria. And the process is not difficult. You just need to prepare it as a tea, and you drink it for 7 days. 5 grams of dry leaves with 1 liter of boiled water, and you drink it 4 times a day for 7 days, and you have your malaria completely treated.
I became a lover of nature, a lover of Anamed, a lover of the universe. We do organic agriculture. We don't use fertilizer and so on and so forth. So the vision given to us in Bamenda by Dr. Martin, we are making sure that we are spreading it. In a pharmacy here in Bafoussam, in her pharmacy now, you have products made according to the recipes of Anamed. So we are not sleeping with the vision. And in Northwest, you have it in Kumbo, you have it in Bengui, you have it almost all over.
You are taking it for 7 days.
Thanks to the possibility of using our natural herbs, we can give good medication to the children. And we can ensure that they have good health with locally available resources, and we produce our medication and make it available for people to come and get it. Through the cooperation with Afrika Morgen and Anamed International, we have now another project. I want to do the real demonstration of what is possible to do, and which we want to implement in Bambui. If you leave Bamenda, you are going to Bambui. It's just about 25 kilometers driving. We have gotten already a plot to carry out a clinic project there, Anamed Clinic. We have gotten a land to do what we call Anamed Village, and this is going to be a holistic way of living.
Some of the plants are almost disappearing, reason being that they have not really known the importance of those plants and they destroy them without knowing, and Anamed Village want all kinds of plants to grow in this area for the research, education, and also to help people to survive in Cameroon and all over the country.
It will look a whole village that demonstrates how people can live a sustainable life, taking care of the environment in which they live, and letting the environment also take care of themselves.
Here we wanted to realize 3 projects. One project is the Anamed village over there. The second project is here, the Anamed Clinic, where we are now.
Well, the clinic has about 4 different components. We deal with the production of medicinal plants. But then the second aspect of it is the administration of the clinic, with the possibility of people having access to some of our literatures that we have available, with the possibility of people coming for consultation and so on.
And the third project is the King's Palace, which is not far away.
Anamed has come in and with a very interesting project, and we love it.
The public zone, which is this one, all the greenery, like the public zone. That is, this is our main building, which we want to focus on first. And in this building, you have the gallery, you have the museum, you have the offices, the library, all of that. So all of that are in this grid.
It is necessary that you educate every nurse, every farmer, every builder. It doesn't exist any vocational school. And this is what we wanted to install here.
So I have been here now for about 6 years, working here as a builder, taking care of all the buildings around. And since I find myself here, really, my life has really changed for the better. I have never dreamed of going to such a far away country like Germany.
Every line of
Yeah, when I was there in Germany, Andreas taught me with the clay. It's not really done here in Cameroon, but what he showed me how to work with clay, I was very happy, and that is even the cheapest you can even do here. It's very nice.
I don't judge people from my Cameroon perspective. I try to look around the world. Which culture does this person come from? How do they behave? What are the things they value in their community before I can be able to say, okay, this person is good or he is bad. That is how I look at the world. And I think that's how my brothers and sisters in the Healing Garden are brought up to look at the world.
We produce all our products in an organic way. We don't use any synthetic fertilizer or pesticides and so on. We are able to produce it, and some of the plants we planted here take care of the nature by itself and improve the quality of the soil.
This plot was given by the king. The king's interest is to have health care in Bambui.
In fact, every day the population is increasing in their numbers.
And here in Bambui, it doesn't exist any health care. Therefore, he is interested that the people are educated and treated directly at his own palace.
With the knowledge from the schools, we think that we can also change a few old practices into modernity, and then they can work. We can only keep the traditions that are worth keeping.
And gradually the whole village will learn from what we are doing, and it will change even the whole ecology of this place. I want to tell the people in Germany, and whosoever will look at what we are doing, this is an opportunity for everyone to get involved and bring in your own input. This is like a form of puzzle we are trying to build up. And if you miss the chance to be involved in this, you will later on look and just have to regret, why did I not get myself involved? Put your own hand on it. Put your own eye and your own face on this project. Things are going to be better for our people. Thanks to our cooperation, take this opportunity and move along with us.